Hello, my name is David Sandoval. I'm one of the owners and founders of Purium Health Products, the author of the Green Food Bible, and an advocate for all things healthy. And when I talk to people about food, which is something that is vitally important since we are what we eat, I remind them that 100 years ago, 100% of food was 100% organic. 100% of food was 100% pure. And here we are, 100 years later, and now less than 5% of our food could be considered 100% pure, and less than 1% of our food could be considered organic. And the reason why is because 100 years ago, vegetables and grains and even animals ate foods that were completely chemical-free. Now, most of the things that we put into our body contain things that were not made by nature. They're actually made by chemists, by food chemists, by flavor chemists and specialists in laboratories. They're food-like substances that resemble food. They smell like food. They taste like food, but they do not act like food because they have been processed, irradiated, genetically modified. They've been filled with artificial colors, artificial flavors, artificial sweeteners, and they're loaded with hormones, sprayed with pesticides and herbicides. And this is contaminated what once was a pure food supply. Now, it's no wonder that nearly 7 out of every 10 Americans are considered overweight, and a great percentage of those are actually considered obese. Now, millions of people are actually addicted to caffeine. They're addicted to sugar. They're addicted to these food chemicals because the food chemists actually make them addictive. They make them irresistible. They want to make the flavors and the memory of that flavor and that aroma so irresistible that you cannot wait to experience again. But unfortunately, these chemicals stress out our system. These stimulants keep us from enjoying a restful sleep. They interrupt our hormonal cycles. And that vicious cycle goes on day after day after day. It's a downward spiral. And people are searching for a way out. Now, research clearly indicates that these overprocessed frankenfoods may well be the reason why. There is a smoking gun that indicates that these overprocessed, irradiated, contaminated foods are leading to serious health challenges. Recent studies are really calling into question the safety, and yet the rates of diabetes, cancer, Alzheimer's, autism, and other unprecedented viruses, immune-resistant bacteria are soaring. Now, out of the darkness, there has to be a light. There has to be an answer. And in the midst of the crisis, there is, I believe, that shining light, and it's Purium Health Products. For over 19 years, I've been dedicated to producing the finest pure and premium products in a GMP-compliant, certified organic, 30,000 square foot facility. We have amazing relationships with my organic farmers, strategic partnerships with suppliers around the world. And because of this, we have a farm-to-family mentality. That means that I secure the food, I process it, I package it, I test it and test it and test it again. Each ingredient, by the time it gets into your mouth, has actually been tested nearly 30 times for safety, quality, purity, and potency. And probably the most important thing to you is because we've eliminated all of those middlemen, those agents, those people who are motivated by something other than what we are motivated by the Purium promise. So when you talk about Purium products, you're talking about the best that nature has to offer, delivered directly to your door. And remember that when food starts in a factory and then goes to a processor and then goes to a package, and that package gets put into a box and stored in a big warehouse, and that warehouse distributes to smaller warehouses, and those smaller warehouses distribute to stock rooms, and those stock rooms distribute to store shelves, and those store shelves are distributed to you. That's a lot of time. And a lot of preserving and stabilizing needs to be done to make sure that it could last a long, long, long time to account for all of that distribution. Now with Purium, you enjoy only the most potent whole foods, raw foods, live foods, green foods, super concentrated, alkalizing, organic, vegan superfoods. We have something for everybody. We have no artificial colors, no flavors, no sweeteners, no animal byproducts, no genetically modified ingredients, no fillers, binders, excipients. We do it right. This is the type of nutrient-dense food that your body really needs in today's world. And it's the type of food that you just don't find at your local grocery store or at a restaurant in today's world. Now, our quality is so much better because we make it ourselves, as I explained. The price is so much better because we make it ourselves, as I explained. Now, people talk about boutique shops, people talk about these artisan products. Well, we are boutique, we are artisan, yet we are international. Our products are sold worldwide. We export to 70 countries. This is boutique quality production at a level you'd never find